What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? How are you all today? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We've got a good run in store for you. All-time highs in the Dow and the S&P 500. Funny how that works, isn't it? Just 5 days ago, literally 5 days ago, people were panicking. The sky was falling, the world was ending, the stock market was crashing, and here we are 5 days later at all-time highs. Funny how quickly sentiment can change. I'm really grateful, actually, that we got that pullback last week because I took advantage of that and I added a bunch of stuff in my long-term portfolio. Those positions are performing insanely well right now. I'm not taking profits on any of them. They are long-term positions, but I did not expect those stocks that I bought last week to make the moves that they've made this quickly. Those stocks are Tesla, Fuel Cell, ChargePoint, IPOE, my mic? No, hold on, guys. How's that? Is that any better on my mic? Is that mic any better? How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Is this better? All right, cool. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what happened there. I just unplugged my mic and plugged it back in. I'm not sure why you guys were getting some interference there on the mic, but sounds like we are good to go now. Cool. All right, guys. So welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Like I said, today was a really good day. I'll just round off with you guys. The stocks that we ended up buying last week was Tesla, Fuel Cell, ChargePoint, Plug Power, IPOE, which is going to be SoFi. That's the SPAC play, and NNDM. So those were stocks that we bought last week. They're all performing extremely well, 20, 30, 50%. Some of those stocks are up already from when we bought them. I'm not taking profits. It's funny how, like I said, how fast sentiment changes from the world is ending to all of a sudden the markets are back at all-time highs. And then today, I got a nice live stream in store for you guys today. Today, we're going to talk about how to identify the best small caps for you to be trading. My big win today was ENTX. That's good for a 43% gain. And then I shorted LGVN. So I played both sides of the fence today. Made some money long, made some money short. What we're going to talk about today on the live stream is what made me pick ENTX to be the one that I went long. Because there was a lot of other small cap that were gapping up today. There was it NVFT or NFVT, LGVN. Like, why did I short LVGN and not go long? Why did I go long ENTX and not go short? Right? Why did I not buy the NFVT or NVFT? I'm not sure, whatever. Let me see the ticker symbol actually right now. It was NVFY, excuse me, NVFY. Why did I not buy NVFY? Like, what was it that made me stay away from the others and get long ENTX? This is something that a lot of people question me about. They're like, Mike, okay, well, there's 5 different stocks. I think they all look pretty good, but I don't know which one to go after. How do you know which one? That's what I'm going to talk to you guys about today on this live stream. Why did I buy ENTX and not any of the others? And why did I end up actually shorting LGVN instead of getting long? Okay, so we had the ENTX trade was good for 43%. The LGVN short was good for 13%. So 2 for 2 on the day here today with those 2 trades. And then you have the overall markets all-time highs. So today was a really good day. We have a lot to go over, some really educational stuff we're going to talk about on a technical standpoint today with regards to support and resistance levels and with regards to what are some of the things that I look for that will make me pick one stock over the other. Okay, so that's a question I get from a lot of people, and we're going to cover it all right here on this live stream. First thing you want to do, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and smash that like button if you guys are brand new. I share with you golden nuggets of information totally for free on this YouTube channel, so you want to make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. Never miss out on any one of these lives. We talk about day trading, swing trading, mental lessons, technical lessons, okay, stocks, options, you name it, we trade it. I cover free lessons on the YouTube channel. My name is Michael Edward. I'm the head trader at True Trading Group. Began my career working for a fund in New York City where I went through an educational training program before they ever let me touch a dollar of their money. That is where I learned how to trade. I've simplified that education. I've created an entire curriculum that my TTG members use to help learn how to trade stocks and options. And I share with you guys on this YouTube channel a little fraction of some of that information, a couple of lessons from that curriculum here on the YouTube channel, totally for free. Okay, but again, just a fraction of that curriculum. You guys aren't getting the whole thing. All right, for that, I have to do live streams until I'm 70 years old to cover all the information and content that you guys get as a full-time member of True Trading Group. So welcome, 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 welcome. So today was a really good day, guys. The ENTX trade was a wedge pattern breakout. All right, and I'm going to talk to you guys about some key levels with regards to that wedge pattern that made me pick ENTX over some of the others. But this is just another example of opportunity and volatility in the market. You had CAN and Riot, all your crypto stocks, they went nuts today. Bitcoin's back at 57,000. You had Boeing continued to go nuts today. That was one of the stronger stocks in the markets yesterday. The Dow, again, all-time highs. Again, you're getting Boeing, which is one of the biggest components of the Dow, pushing and surging higher. That helped push the Dow to all-time highs as well. You had Facebook make a really good move there today. I mean, you just had a lot of strength in a lot of different places today in the overall markets. And somebody asked me today if I thought that it was like, is this a bull trap? Absolutely not. I don't think this is a bull trap. The reason why I don't think it's a bull trap because it's so many other things that are leading us to all-time highs than what has led us to all-time highs prior, which was just tech. Now it's like everything except tech. That's why I don't think it's a bull trap. Okay, because literally it's everything else is pushing to all-time highs except tech. And that is a clear shift and rotation in leadership. And that's why I do not think that this is a bull trap at all. So my target from several months ago, the end of 2020, I said I thought the S&P gets over 4,000. We are a stone throw away from that 4,000 mark. All right, so we're in for, I think, a pretty nice ride here as we've now got the stimulus has officially been signed and passed. Okay, so we got a lot to talk about here today. Before I begin, I want to know how many people that are on the live stream right now that have never been on a TTG live stream or are not a member of True Trading Group. Okay, if you are not a member of TTG or this is your very first live stream, I want you to comment to type TTG in chat right now or type the letter I. Okay, type the letter I in chat right now if you guys have never been on a TTG live stream before or you are not a member of True Trading Group. We got Lisa Greenwood, we got Wayne Mezzi, we got Alexander Cueva, we got Holistic Hijama Benefits, we got Fet Video, we got Ariel Prakash, Jonathan Batista, Joe Dallas, Nathan, Basil, Ariel, Wayne, Estivo, Dennis, George, Jake in Piora, Jessica Des Lavati, TJ Ook, Joe Dallas, Jay Saeed, Dana, Zachary, Glenn, Donald Burns, Maverick Trader, Skeezy P, Norvell. What's up, guys? Wow, we have a lot of you I see that are still commenting here. D. Smith, Dave Snyder, Plush Life, Adrian Woods, Dawn Chavez, Dana, Nick Santana. Guys, what's up? Marlene Downing, Lars, Fred Canada, Dilar Khan, Jin Yang. What is up, guys? A lot of brand new faces. Welcome, all of you. First thing you want to do, seriously, guys, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. You never want to miss out on these live streams because on every one, I will go over with you free lessons and give you guys trade ideas, go over my trade recaps, a lot of stuff that you guys can learn from these live streams. So make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications. Also, give me a follow on Twitter. Okay. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. Okay. My Twitter handle is at MikeEdward_TTG. I'm always giving you guys trade ideas and market commentary on my Twitter. So go ahead and give me a follow there at MikeEdward_TTG. All right. All right, guys. So before we do get things started here, I'm going to give some time for people to log on. I'll do a quick Q&A session. All right. I'm going to do a quick little Q&A session so you guys can fire away, ask me a couple of questions while I give time for people to log on. All right. While I give time for people to log on and join us. And then I'm going to get into my trade recaps on the day, ENTX, LGVN, and we're going to talk about how you can identify what are the best stocks for you to be trading. You might be looking at 5 different stocks. They all might look good. What makes you pick one versus the other? That is what I'm going to discuss with you today on this live stream. So you know exactly which are the ones that you want to be trading. Okay. So go ahead, guys, fire away. Ask me questions. I am here for you while we give some time for people to log on. Mike, if you're ever at the 25K mark, would you recommend switching to a margin account? Yeah, if you cross Spanish Fibonacci, if you cross over the PDT rule, if you cross over the 25K mark, I would switch to a margin account. Yeah, why not? I would switch to a margin account, unless you're not going to use it. Unless you're not going to use it, unless you're not going to short, or you're not going to, unless you're not going to use it. If your position size, if you're only risking like $100 or $200 on a trade, you're never going to use the margin. So if you're going to get a margin account, make sure you use it. Which stocks pay the highest dividends? Usually REITs and the energy sector will pay the highest dividends. You don't have to use it, but I'm saying, what's the point of having it if you're not going to use the margin? Oh, wow. Did it move after hours? I haven't even looked at it. Did FINV move after hours? Yes, it did. I knew it. How did I know that it was going to move after hours? Listen, I didn't know for sure. It went from 950 up to like 1175 after hours. I did say in chat when I was on the microphone before we started the live stream, I told members to watch FINV, that it looked like it was going to squeeze higher after hours. I'll pull the chart up just so you guys can see it real quick. So right here is where I told members to watch FINV to see if it makes a move after hours. And then as soon as the bell rung and the market closed, you got this nice big push up there to 1175. What made me think that this was going to continue to squeeze higher? It was just the way in which we held this level. So this was your prior high. You have your VWAP indicator sitting right underneath. Okay, you got this little descending trend line. Okay, as we're going into the close, and as I'm looking here, you have this decrease in volume compared to the increase in volume that you got when we surged through that prior high. And this was just a very slow, lackluster pullback, like not aggressive selling on this pullback. And I thought that maybe anyone that was short this would be pretty upset that the stock did not break down before the close. If the stock did that before the close, I don't think this would have happened. Anyone that was still short this going into the close, considering this level held, I think you get a little bit of a short cover and stock right up through to 1175, and that was a nice move. So that's why I told members in chat to watch that for a potential move after hours, and you got it. You got that push right up to 1175. So nice job. I see a couple of you said that you traded it. Nice job, guys. Nice job. Nice job. I see a bunch of you traded it. Do I like ETFs? Yeah, sure. I'm not prejudiced against ETFs. I'm not prejudiced against ETFs. Do I like CANN, C-A-N-N? I assume you mean C-A-N, not C-A-N-N. I do like C-A-N. I do think that continues higher. As long as Bitcoin goes higher, I think CANN and Riot go higher. I would not try to short those stocks unless Bitcoin goes down. Okay, I would not try to short those stocks unless Bitcoin goes down. What do I think of AMC? I think AMC's got a chance to make a pretty decent move as the economy is to open back up. I think you're going to start to see good numbers out of AMC because I think people are going to go back to the movie theaters once the economy opens back up. Thoughts on AVEO? I'd probably stay away from it for now unless that stock has a nice bounce back day tomorrow. Today was a disappointing day, but unless it has a nice bounce back day tomorrow, I'd probably stay away from it. GBTC, listen, GBTC trades on the OTC, so I would much rather trade CANN or Riot. Cruise line stocks, I think they'll do pretty well too. Just like the airlines, I think they'll continue to do pretty well as the economy opens back up. I don't trade penny stocks like that. That's the stock you're talking about is like 8 cents. I wouldn't trade that. Long or short the Qs. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because I think that tech is going to lag significantly over the next year. A lot of those tech stocks really sold off aggressively and they really pulled back hard. Off of the crazy valuations that they had. Some of those tech stocks are a little bit oversold. Some of them are going to just underperform for a while. So, could the bounce in tech continue? It sure can, but I don't see the NASDAQ getting back to all-time highs like anytime in the next couple of days. Like I think it's going to take the S&P and the Dow and everything else to really, really push to new all-time highs. I think for the NASDAQ to make a new all-time high. Pot stocks. I like pot stocks. I like the U.S. pot stocks. I like Curaleaf, Green Thumb, Trulieve, TerraSend, Cresco Labs. I'm not a fan of Organigram, Tilray, Kronos, Aurora. The Canadian sector got a little bit of a boost today because what was it, like one of the largest cigarette producers, I think in like Great Britain or something like that. They took like a 10% stake in Organigram, something like that, which I think that's just a horrible move. I think Organigram is garbage. I'm long Curaleaf. I'm long Green Thumb. Curaleaf is my largest cannabis holding. I'm very, very bullish on the U.S. cannabis stocks. Far more bullish on them than I am the Canadian ones. What do I think of Sundial? I think Sundial is garbage. I would not own Sundial. Thoughts on Boeing? I love Boeing. I bought Boeing, back in the sell-off in March. I bought Boeing at like 106. I've been talking about Boeing for the last year, that I think Boeing goes back to 250, 300. And here we are back at 250. I still think it goes to 300. I think Boeing is going to be one of those industrial names that's going to perform very well over the next year. I'm still very bullish on Boeing. I love Boeing as a company. I like Boeing as a stock. Very strong the last 2 days. This is resistance. These mid-low 250s on Boeing is an area of resistance. So maybe the stock takes a little bit of a breather these next couple of days. But long term, I'm bullish on Boeing. Thoughts on CLOV? CLOV's got work to do. That stock's gotten destroyed with the kind of the investigation that's going on with the company. And there was a short report out on them, and the stock really got beat up on the short report. So that stock still has a lot of work to do. I own it in my long-term portfolio. It's literally the only stock in my long-term portfolio that I am down on. But I'm not adding to it or anything like that. I'm just sitting back and seeing what happens. I like CRLBF, Jason, better than I do CGC. WKHS, I'm not a big fan of WKHS for the long term. Thoughts on AMD merger? I like the AMD merger. I mean, that's old news, man. That's really old news. It's really old news. But I like it. I like the merger. I think it's gonna pan out well. I think it's gonna pan out well for the company in the long haul. Again, somebody asking me about Sundial. I'm not a fan of Sundial. CCIV. I have no plans on adding CCIV to my long-term portfolio. Thoughts on Fuel Cell? I like Fuel Cell. Fuel Cell was one of the companies I added in my long-term portfolio last week at $12 and change. $12 and change is where I bought Fuel Cell in my long-term portfolio last week. I believe the stock today is at 18 bucks. You could buy more GAN on this pullback in your long-term portfolio. I own GAN in my long-term portfolio from like 19-inch. The stock right now is at 28 or 29, I believe. I do think that stock goes higher. Do I think Ocugen vaccine is the real deal? I'm not sure. I don't know enough about the company, enough about the science behind it. Ooh, good question. Bullsy says pick one. Boeing or OXY for 2021? Ouch. Oh, that's tough. Man, that's tough. How are you going to make me pick? I own both. I own OXY from like 12. That stock's at like 30. I own Boeing from like 106. I've owned Boeing for a long time. So I don't even know what my average price is, but I added to it at 106 in March. But I owned it at a much higher price than that. So I'm not even sure what my average is. Oh man, that's a tough question. Boeing is the safer play. OXY has the greater potential reward. I'll give it to you that way. I think Boeing is the safer play. But I think OXY has greater risk reward. Will a gamma squeeze happen in AMC? I will need to know who came up with this term gamma squeeze. Will a gamma squeeze happen? I don't think so. I do think the stock could go higher, but I don't think we're going to get a gamma squeeze, whatever that means. No, not really. It wasn't. That's not really a popular term. No. Yeah, that's a Reddit word. Yes, that's not like before GameStop. Like that's not a term amongst traders. Like that's just a term I think that was developed on Reddit by a bunch of inexperienced traders. I don't know what is a gamma, a nuclear squeeze. Like I don't know. I don't know. A Hulk squeeze. I don't know. Yeah, maybe they're referring to options. Maybe they're referring to options, maybe. All right, guys, I think I'll take maybe one more question and then we'll get the ball rolling. What EV do you like? That's a loaded question. What EV do I like? It's a loaded question. It's a loaded question because the only electric vehicle manufacturer that I like is Tesla. I don't like any of the other automakers. I don't like XPEV, LI, Workhorse, Solo, Ride, CCIV, Fisker. I don't like any of those. Not because I think all of them are garbage. I don't think all of them are garbage. The companies that I think that if you ask me which ones do I like the best, it's probably CCIV and NIO. But the reason why I don't like the automakers from the EV perspective is because none of those companies are going to catch Tesla. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, I just don't think there's enough room for a lot of these little tiny, like brand new EV companies to come into the auto manufacturing space and really grab a significant share of the market away from a Tesla and the rest of your major auto manufacturers like GM, Volkswagen. And when I say Volkswagen, I'm talking about the entire brand fleet that Volkswagen owns. That's Audi, that's Porsche, and then you look at like Tata, okay, all the suites that they own. And you just look at some of these companies like Audi, Cadillac is GM, Ford. You take a look at what some of the stocks of GM and Ford have done over the last couple months. Then you look at what some of the other EV stocks have done. You tell me, okay, let's just go to the charts. Let's just take a look at this real quick. I want to show you guys something. Let's take a look at what these stocks have done over the last couple months. Look at GM. Look at GM stock. Okay, that's General Motors. Okay, look at Ford. That's Ford. Okay, then let's look at XPEV. Okay, then let's look at LI. Then let's look at Solo. Let's look at Ride. Okay, now let's go look at Workhorse. Womp. Let's go look at CCIV. Womp. Let's look at Fisker. Womp. You tell me what auto manufacturer looks like institutional money betting on, okay, is betting on in the EV space. I've been saying for so long that I think, oh my God, yeah, Jason, the Audi e-tron GT is one of the sickest electric cars I have seen. The Audi e-tron GT, I think, is the best looking electric vehicle on the market right now. It's sick. The Audi e-tron GT is sick. Okay, but this is what I'm talking about. So many people are acting like these tiny little EV companies are gonna what? You don't think BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Cadillac, they're just not gonna make electric vehicles? Come on, guys. If there's one thing we learned from Tesla, being an electric vehicle manufacturer is a very cash-intensive business. Tesla almost went bankrupt twice, and they've got a billionaire as their owner and co-founder and founder. Okay, that was helping fund the company from his own pocket. So a lot of these other companies, I don't think they're going to make it. A lot of these EV companies, I think, are going to fail. I don't know which ones are going to fail and which ones are going to make it. But I don't want to try to pick what horse is going to win the race out of a 20 horse race. What I'd rather do is, if 20 horses are going to race, I'd rather invest in I don't know, horse food. Okay, I'd rather invest in in the trainers that are going to be training the horses for the race, because I want to invest in the things that they're going to need to run the race, but I don't want to try to pick to see which one wins the race. That's why I'm more bullish on battery technology and infrastructure. Okay. That's why I'm more bullish on battery technology and infrastructure. I own QS, which is a battery tech play. I own ChargePoint, which is an infrastructure play. I bought ChargePoint at like 23 and change. That stocks went all the way back to 29 or 30 already. So like I'm more interested in that. The only EV manufacturer I own right now is Tesla. Okay. Now, sure, one of these small EV makers may become a massive player. Maybe NIO becomes a global player in the EV space. And if it does, maybe that stock goes to $300 a share in the next 10 years. And it's an amazing investment. That very well may happen. But a lot of these other companies, they can also fail. Okay, they can all also fail. And I think that out of all these electric vehicle companies that are out there today, 2 or 3 of them I think are going to make it. The rest of them I think are going to completely fail and go bankrupt, and you're never going to hear about the cars ever again. So you just got to be a little careful with the EV sector. All right. That's it, guys. All right, cool. So that just about does it there for our Q&A. Gave plenty of time for people to log on and join us. Now I am going to dive in. We're going to We're going to go over my trade recaps on the day. We're about some lessons here. Great lessons. We're going to talk about ENTX is a wedge pattern breakout. We're going to talk about with regards to ENTX, what made me pick ENTX instead of the other small caps that were gapping up. Why did I go after that one? Why not buy NVFY? Why did I not buy LGVN, which were other leading gappers on the day? Why did I stay away from those? And why did I go after ENTX? A 43% gain, my biggest win of the day. That's where I made the bulk of my money today on that ENTX trade. We're going to go over right to the charts now. We're going to talk about this breakdown. Let's do it. All right, guys, here we go. ENTX. Okay, so here we are. ENTX. Oops. So here we are. ENTX. Okay. So the ENTX trade, I got long right in here, and then we caught that entire move, and I started peeling profits off into that move. But first, let's go over to the daily chart. We got to talk about some levels. Okay. Before I go over the individual trade of ENTX, which was a picture-perfect wedge pattern. Okay. You'll see here a picture-perfect wedge pattern. There's the breakout. There's your follow-through. This is a textbook wedge pattern. We'll talk about this. But before we talk about that wedge breakout, I want to go over with you why I picked ENTX. Why did I not buy the others? Okay. And to do this, we've got to draw out some levels. Okay, we've got to draw out some levels. So the first thing that I do with regards to ENTX, pre-market, the stock gapped up to like $4 and change. And I identified a couple of levels. Okay, where are my levels with regards to this ENTX? The first level that I identified that comes into play is $5. Okay, is $5. Okay, you'll see here back in 2018, this area was a little area of support. We then broke beneath it, bounced back, and then it became resistance. That confirms this level being significant. So there's your resistance there now at 5. Okay, then I identified more resistance up here over 6, right around 625 was the next resistance level that I see. And that you can see right here, all of these little pivot tops, all these tails where the stock was unable to break above 625 for several months back in the end of 2008. So now that those levels are very clear, now that I've identified levels, I now have a game plan with regards to ENTX. So when a stock is gapping up in the morning and it's a leading gapper, just because it's a leading gapper does not mean we just go right after it and start to buy it just because it's a leading gapper. You've got to look at the daily chart. You've got to determine which setup looks the best on the daily chart, which setup has levels. Where can we identify these levels? And this $5 level was key for me with regards to ENTX. Now I'm going to leave these 2 lines here up on my screen. Let's go to the 3-minute chart intraday. What you will start to notice here is once we gapped up today, we pushed over 5, we pulled back, and then got back up over. And see here, we start to hold this $5 area. So I'm thinking to myself, this $5 level is key. And here I have this wedge pattern forming, okay, intraday. And this is now a bullish setup because I've got this line right here is that resistance on the daily chart, okay? So as I'm sitting here, I'm saying to myself, man, we have the wedge pattern that is forming right at this $5 level. And what really got my attention on this trade, okay, if I let me delete these other lines just so I can clean this up for you. If we look at this setup, okay, just from a standpoint of the $5 level, first, we pushed over it with an increase in volume. Okay, we pushed over with an increase in volume. Then you had this little pullback. Notice the volume on the pullback. The volume on the pullback was lighter than the volume when we pushed through 5. Why is this significant? This is significant because if we are going to break through a major level, which I said here at $5, if the selling pressure on the way back below it was actually increasing, that would be a sign to me that that's aggressive selling pressure at this resistance level. It was aggressive selling pressure at that resistance level. That's what increasing volume would have told me. But the fact that the volume on this pullback is actually decreasing volume, that tells me the selling pressure at the $5 level is now light. It's like passive selling compared to the heavy volume that the buying pressure that came in on the push through it. And then as we pull back right down into what's there? My trade line. So now we pull down into my trade line and all of a sudden we get this little bounce. Okay, we get this little bounce off of this trade line, and then now the volume actually starts to pick back up. So now volume starts to pick back up, back over $5. This is when I start to notice the wedge pattern. Okay, now at this moment is when I start to recognize the wedge pattern that was forming on ENTX. Okay, but this volume, this lower volume on that pullback, and then we start to form this wedge is what starts to tell me that this stock has a chance to hold 5. And if we hold 5, we should go up and extend over to 625. Okay, so I went ahead and I got long ENTX right there. Okay, let me actually make this a little smaller so you guys can see this a little bit better. Right there is where I'm long ENTX. I'll give you guys the exact timestamp. Okay, at 10 o'clock. At exactly 10 o'clock. Okay, exactly 10 o'clock, I'm long at $5.11. Yes, this trade line is the 9 exponential moving average. This teal blue line, the light baby blue line, that's the 9 exponential moving average. That's my trade line. So now I'm sitting here saying to myself, okay, no real Fibonacci's really were in play at this moment. And I'm saying to myself that we've got a wedge pattern that is giving me, I'm also getting support from my trade line at the bottom of this wedge. And we're trying to get through this $5 level. The volume on this pullback was light. We get this little pop back over 5 with an increase in volume. And now I start to feel more confident that we might really get through that 5 and extend. Now, let me just show you the difference between that and the other leading gapper, NVFY. Look at what NVFY did today. Disgusting. A complete gap and crap. Gross. Bag holders galore. Let's go to the daily chart. What do you guys see here with NVFY? I identified a major resistance level at $8 on NVFY. Notice this prop support. Okay, you will see here very clearly back in 2018, right below $8 was a key support level. We then broke beneath it and never got back to retest it. That prior support level should then become resistance. So when we gapped up today on NVFY, we were gapping up around $7 and change. This is why ENTX better than NVFY. Because NVFY was gapping up, but it was gapping up, but still beneath a major resistance level. So this stock is going to have a much greater chance of a gap and crap, which is where it gaps up and then just fades the whole day because of the selling pressure that would come of this resistance level. This is very different from ENTX because if you notice, I did not just buy ENTX right out of the gate because I wanted to make sure we were going to get over the $5 resistance level. And once I saw that we pulled back on low volume, and then we start to hold above 5, then I get the win. I've got my trade line. Now, this is a much better looking setup than NVFY. Both gappers on the day. But you're starting to now understand my thought process. Why did I like ENTX better than NVFY? It's identifying the support and resistance levels on the daily chart and seeing how the stock is trading at those levels intraday. That's going to cause me to say, I'm going to buy ENTX. I'm not going to buy NVFY. And it turns out that this was the right move. Very important lesson for those of you that struggle with what you might say, I buy the wrong stock. If you buy the wrong stock, okay, meaning it's like the one you get in is the one that goes down, you may be the bigger picture. Always remember that a setup on a larger time frame, a setup longer time frame, like a daily chart, will take precedent and will be more significant than an intraday pattern. An intraday pattern, you might have the best looking intraday setup, but if the daily chart does not give you a bullish signal, chances are higher that that stock may fail. You want to get your trade idea from the daily chart. The daily chart is going to tell me I want to be bullish, I want to be bearish. This is the level the stock has to get through if it's going to continue higher. The daily chart will tell you that. Once you identify that, you look at the intraday chart to say, where's my entry? Daily chart technical analysis and intraday technical analysis are not the same. Daily chart technical analysis is going to tell you where the stock has to get above, where the stock has to hold in order for it to continue higher. The daily chart's going to tell you, I want to be bullish. I want to be long this stock. The intraday chart is going to tell you, this is where I actually want to get long. It's two different types of technical analysis. But this is what will make me say, I'm going to get long ENTX. I'm not going to get long NVFY because I'm sitting there and saying to myself, NVFY, this stock has major resistance at $8. So when this stock gaps up to like $7,750, I'm not buying it at $7,750 because it over 8 if it's got a chance to really move, because on the daily chart, I know $8 is going to be a major resistance level. So I'm not going to buy a stock at $750 if I know there's major resistance at 8. Now, if NVFY did this off the bell, NVFY did that, and then did this, and starts to form a little bit of a bull flag, now you bet your ass I'm long Y right here. Why? Because it broke through the resistance level and then it started to hold above it. Now I'd get long NVFY, not here. I'm not getting long NVFY here because it's still below the major resistance level. This is why I decided to go after EX, because it was above that major resistance level instead of NVFY. Does this make sense? This is a very important lesson that will help you okay, that will help you identify which setup is best. Make sense, guys? It's a very important lesson. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. bigger picture on ENTX. Now let's zoom in. Let's talk about the actual wedge. Okay, so here's your actual wedge, right? There's your actual wedge pattern. And I got long right there at $5.11. Okay, right there I'm long at $5.11. And my stop loss at that time was right beneath 450. Okay, so I'm long at 511. My stop loss is 450. The wedge starts to really work itself through. Then we get the break out of the wedge, and I start taking profits off the table. I actually took profits off a little early on ENTX, just because I haven't gotten a lot of follow through lately on small caps, and I haven't really gotten to like profit targets 3 and 4. A lot of the small caps I've been trading have only gotten to profit targets 1 and 2, so I wanted to be prudent, and I took a big chunk of my position off the table there in front of the high of the day. So I took profits off at 560 and 530 just to kind of play it safe, and that was down to half my position. So I was only in 50% of my size for this move. Still ended up paying me very nicely because I got tremendous follow through, but I was just playing it safe because we haven't gotten a lot of follow through on small caps. And 625 was a resistance level. So this is the resistance level. Let's go to the daily chart. Let's go back. Remember this level, right? Remember this level. So that was going to be a target for me. That was a target. Okay. That was a target. So when we go back to the 3-minute chart, I took some profits off there, 560, 530. Then we broke out of the wedge and we extended higher. And I took another piece of profit off the table right there at 603, right in front of that resistance on the daily. We got a nice increase in volume on the break out of the wedge, which is a good sign. And then you got beautiful follow through. And my final take profit came off the table right there at $7.33. Okay, $7.33 was my final take profit. Why was $7.33 my final take profit? Well, let's go back out to the daily chart. Once we get over that, what's my next resistance level? Well, it's going to be right there, guys, right in front of 750, which is that previous high, that all-time high. And when I go back to the 3-minute chart, you'll see where that line lines up right there, folks. And that's why you'll see my final take profit came off the table right there at 733. Okay, so in at 511. Final take profit 733. That's good for a 43% gain. Last final take profit. This is a very, very nice trade today, guys. Really great job. Congrats to all my members that capitalize on ENTX. Guys, my TGD fam, if you guys made money on ENTX, sound off in chat right now. I want to know about it. If you guys made money in ENTX, I want you to sound off. Let me know. I love seeing the success that my members have. All right, so I'm going to have a quick little sip of water, and then we're going to dive into LGVN, which was my second trade of the day. All right, now let's move over to LGVN. Okay. Now, LGVN. This takes me right back to, the importance of levels on the daily chart. Okay, this takes me right back to the importance of levels on the daily chart. All right, let's go back out to the daily chart. $10. Okay. $10. There's our previous top. Okay. So we gapped the dollars today on LGVN. Now the game plan at LGVN was if this stock holds $10, okay, if this stock holds $10, we could see some extension higher. Now, right off the open, now I don't trade the first couple minutes of the day. The reason why I don't trade the first couple minutes of the day is because I don't chase momentum. There's no way for you to tell if a stock is truly strong or truly weak in the first 3 minutes of the day. Okay? No way for you to tell. There's not enough information for you to gauge if a stock is strong or weak. So that's why I don't trade the first few minutes of the day. I wait. I let the stock open up. Let everybody else chase these things higher off the gap ups. I sit back and I wait for patterns. Now, the first thing that I start to notice here is first these nasty, nasty tails. Every time the stock got to 1250, it got punched right in the face. So much so that it got pushed all the way down to a new low of the day and actually halted right there. So we got pushed down to a new low of the day and we halted. And what I start to say to myself is, okay, here's this $10 level that we talked about on the daily chart. And here's my initial morning low at $10.30. So what I did was I just said, all right, let's draw a line across the initial morning low. Okay, there's the initial morning low right there. We broke beneath it and halted. Okay, we broke beneath it and halted. Coming out of the halt, you'll see we dropped below the initial morning low. And then all of a sudden, what do you see starts to happen? That initial morning low is now acting as resistance. You see how we were above it, we dropped below it. Now can't get above, 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 can't get above. Right? So I went ahead and I got short. I also had my VWAP indicator coming into play right here. Okay, I also had my VWAP indicator coming into play to give me an extra layer of resistance. And I got short right there at $9.89 on LGVN. Okay, $9.89. Why? Because we were unable to get back above the initial morning low. Also, this $10 level on the daily. Remember, this is $10. Okay, that initial morning low was 1030. We dropped beneath it, and all of a sudden, look at you, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above, can't get above. Like, all right, I'm getting short. My stop loss was going to be right there, just over VWAP. I'm right at $10.89, and this thing just faded all day long, all the way back down to $8, and I took profits all along the way. I took profits all along the way. So let's see here. I'll give you guys the timestamps. Where are we? Okay, at 9:58, short LGVN at 9:89. I took some profit at 9:36. So I took some profit there. I took more profit right there at 9:08. Took more profit at 8:77. What time was that? 1. Where's my next take profit? Oh, this one I think was all the way at the end of the day. Yep, 865, right there. 865. So there's 989. Took some. Final take, 865. And that's good for a 13% gain on that short. All because the stock was unable to get back above that ending low. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, are you guys starting to see, okay, are you starting to see why I'm going after one particular long versus the other? Are you understanding why I'm shorting one stock versus the other? I played both sides of the fence today. Long ENTX, short LGVN. Both of them paid me very nicely. Any questions about these specific two trades? Anybody have any questions on specific trades? Now's the time to ask. Man, guys, I'm sorry. I think I talk too much. How did I decide my stop loss on the short? Above that and VWAP. So I had, I'll take you back. So here you have it, right? I'll take you back to the chart. Oops, sorry, Adam. So here's your initial morning low. Okay, there's your initial morning low. When we broke beneath it, you see here how it's acting as resistance. So I set my stop loss just above your initial morning low, and I also had my VWAP indicator sitting right here. So you see how I have VWAP right there, this orange line on my screen? So I said to myself, if we get over VWAP like this, then I'm going to cover the position. Okay, I'm using the initial morning low, and I'm using that VWAP indicator, my stop. Okay, you'll also see here you have your 38.2 Fibonacci level sitting there as well. Okay, so there's your 38.2. So here, I'll move that. So right here, this area right here, you have your 38.2 Fib level, your VWAP, and that initial morning low. So I said if we break through that, I would exit my position. I would stop out of the trade. Okay, does that make sense? What point to tier into my position? Jay, I was full size right from the get-go, brother. I was full size right from the get-go. So my trade alerts, if I enter a tier one for those that don't know, is only 25% of your desired size. My trade alert will actually say tier one if it's tier one. If it just says short 989 or long 511, I'm in full size. I'm in full size. The majority of my trades, I enter full size. Okay. The majority of my trades, I enter full size. Do you use Fib retracement for resistance levels? Yes. Fibonacci retracement levels are used for support. They're also used for resistance. Sam E, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Sam E says, I think I'm ready to join. I lost a lot of money. Sam E, I'm sorry to hear that you lost a lot of money, man. But I'm ready to trade with you whenever you're ready, man. You're ready to get an education. You're ready to kind of stop the bleeding. I'm ready to help you turn things around, my man. Guys, everybody do not get to Sam E's point. And Sam E, I'm sorry, man. Guys, do not get to the point where you say, I lost a lot of money, now I'm ready to join. Do not get to that point, guys. Why lose all that money and win? Why? Do not try to figure this stuff out on your own. Save yourself all of that money. Do not trade until you know what you're doing. Please. I mean, listen, you guys can do whatever you want. It's your money. But I'm telling you, ask any one of my THD members. They would all tell you the exact same thing. Do not trade until you get an education. Every single one of my members will tell you the exact same thing. It's arrogant to think that you guys are just going to put money into a trading account and just start making money by yourself. How? How could you? If you don't know what you're doing, how could you make money if you don't know what you're doing? That is why our slogan is learn, trade, profit. Not trade, profit, and then learn. My TTG fam, what do you think? Should people learn to trade with True Trading Group first, or should they trade on their own? Sound off in chat. Should people learn to trade on their own, or should they get an education first with True Trading Group? Sound off in chat, seriously. Sound off in chat. Guys, I'm telling you, man, it's so many people wait until they lose money. And Sam, brother, I'm not picking on you, man. Please don't think I am. I'm not picking on you at all. I'm really sorry to hear about the loss. And listen, I'll do whatever I can to help you turn things around. I promise you that. I hate to see people lose money before they actually start to try to figure out what it is that we're doing. We hear this all the time. I hear this all the time when members join and they're like, oh man, I lost a bunch of money. And, I figured out, I decided, I gotta learn, I gotta get an education. It's like, but why? Why did you lose all that money first? You guys have to stop like, you can't just assume that you're going to step into someone else's professional arena and have success. You can't assume that. They say it's like, oh, I have $2,000 to $3,000, so I don't want to. So this is what I get a lot. I get, oh, well, listen, I only have $2,000 to $3,000, so I don't want to spend $1,000 to sign up for your course, and then because I won't have a lot of money to trade with. Then what happens? A couple months go by, then they come back and they're like, I lost all the money, I'm ready to join. They come back after they got burned and then they join. Why? Why lose the money first? So get yourselves an education, guys, please. Please, before anything else. As an example here, my TTG fam, how many of you are now better traders because of True Trading Group? Sound off in chat right now. How many of my TTG members are now better traders because of True Trading Group? Sound off. Comment in chat, guys. If the education is working for you, if you've completely turned things around, sound off in chat. Anyone that's not a member, pay attention to the comments coming through in chat right now, seriously, because I don't want you guys going and losing a bunch of money before you actually get an education to learn what you're doing. So pay attention to all the comments coming through in chat, seriously. These are your peers talking, guys. There's no difference between them and you. Those of you that are not members, there's no difference between the people that are commenting right now and you. They found TTG on a live stream just like you did. They're the ones telling you. Take their advice. Don't even listen to me. Take their advice because they're exactly in the position that you want to be in now. All right? So again, let me see real quick, a quick show of hands. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG in chat right now. All right, we got Adrian Woods. We got Rupesh. We got Daniel. We got Ben, $500 dog or Doge, GL Bracewell, Sam E, Hector Ayala, Fet Video, Gabe Gayhart, Eric Iverson, Lisa Greenwood. Lisa, I'm waiting for you to join. I feel like I say your name every live stream. Janasa Oziyama, RJ, Katakosa, you too. I've been saying your name a lot. Join the team. Zenthro Z, Anastasia, Zachary Grubb, Blues, Jorge Jimenez, Ashley Hogue, Luis M, The Millionaire, Clement Fonderson, Estevo Ronfi, Dan G, Ben J. Harris. My boy, Ben J, I see you too, man. It's time for you to join the fam. Ray Rodriguez, Sam DeMars. Nice. SR just joined the family. SR, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody give a big warm welcome to SR. Just joined the group. Who else? We got Alejandro Agudelo, Winston Maddox, G-Star G, Mutesi Nubi. Nice, guys. All right, so we got a lot of people here that are not members of True Trading Group. Welcome, all of you guys, seriously. Welcome, all of you. Listen up. Listen, everybody that you saw comment before, like all my teaching members that I was asking you guys before, like, hey, who's a better trader now because of True Trading? You saw all them comment, but it's important for everyone that's not a member, for you guys to realize they didn't just magically become better traders. They put in some time, energy, and effort. They went through the courses. They went through the video library. They attended our live workshops and webinars. They did private study groups to get to where they are today. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You got to be willing to put in some work to truly learn this skill. No one's going to do the work for you to help you reach your goals. You have to. And it all starts with getting the right education, having access to the right tools and community that's going to help you learn, trade, and profit. That is what True Trading Group is all about. Now, guys, listen up. I went over this the other night. I'm going to say it again. Please listen up to me very carefully. This is very important. We are extremely transparent in True Trading Group, okay? Not only are we transparent with all of our trading, obviously, we keep it in our trading log on our website that tracks every buy and every sell that all of our moderators in chat make, so you guys can track all of it. Fully transparent, open book, all the wins, all the losses, all the break evens right there for you to see. But besides that, we include all of our members in the business aspect of True Trading Group and the decisions that we all make. And we always bring our members in there. We are a family in True Trading Group. I truly mean that. We include our members and we discuss things very openly and transparently. My teaching members can all attest to that. 2 nights ago, Adam and I, Adam, for those that don't know, is my partner and co-founder in True Trading Group. We got word 2 nights ago that the real-time data provider that we use, because True Trading Group is not just a chat room and trade alerts. It's an entire platform for traders. You guys have access to a bunch of other resources. Like you have a scanner, you've got a trade simulator, you've got real-time data, you've got a charting software, you have access to so many different things on your membership or on our platform with your membership that costs us money to get all that data to give it to all of our individual members. So we got word from our data service provider that they were reducing our costs by about 30% because we had reached a certain amount of members. So they gave us a bigger bulk discount for us as a company. So after hours in chat, we told all of our members about it. And Adam and I decided, instead of putting that extra money in our pocket, because our costs went down, we could have just put that money in our pocket and just not done anything differently. But instead of doing that, we told all of our members that our costs were going down. And Adam and I decided to pass those savings on to new members. Okay. So we actually reduced the price of our membership from yesterday. Now, any member, okay, that already signed up, okay, any member that already signed up, we didn't want to leave any bad taste. What about not yesterday? I'm not sure what I'm being told. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay. So any member, okay, guys, this was 2 days ago. Okay, so 2 days ago, we lowered our price, not lowering our price from yesterday. This was 2 days ago. We lowered our price. Okay, once we got news that our costs were being reduced by 30%. Okay, but to not leave a bad taste in any of our current members' mouths that had already signed up at the higher price point, we decided to not only give a discount to new members, but we're taking care of the existing members. So anyone that is a current member of True Trading Group, listen up. If you paid more than $1,250 for a membership to True Trading Group, if you paid more than that when you signed up, you are going to get a $100 credit towards your renewal or your lifetime upgrade. You are also going to get 2 small private study group sessions for free. Okay. So if you paid more than $1,250 when you signed up, you're going to get a $100 credit and you're going to get 2 free private study group sessions. Okay. Guys, Adam and I are on a mission to disrupt this entire industry. Okay, it should not cost $5,000, $7,000, $10,000 in order to get yourselves an education. The amount that some other groups charge, I think, is absolutely insane. And I want this to be affordable to everybody. We are like the Netflix of trading communities. There's no upsells. You pay one price, you get access to everything. Okay, So a 1-year membership would normally cost you $2,212. As of 2 days ago, we were giving a discount where it was $1,381. But now with this, since we're passing the savings on to our new members, you can now sign up tonight with coupon code TTG121 and get a 45% discount that brings the price all the way down to just $1,202. Okay, so we are passing that savings on to new members. Okay, we will be walking this price back up to $2,000, but we just got the cost break from our data provider 2 days ago. So we have lowered the price down to $1,202 for anyone that signs up with coupon code TTG121 by midnight tonight. That price will go up by a few bucks every 24-hour period while we start to work our way back to $2,000. Okay, there are no upsells. There is no additional charge, no extra fee, none of that crap. You pay one price, you get access to every single thing that we have. Okay, we will be walking this price back up to $2,000, which is still cheaper than a lot of the other services out there. But you guys can actually get 45% discount tonight and get a ridiculous price of just $1,202. Guys, take advantage of this coupon code because the price goes up at midnight and it's going to continue to go up every day here on moving forward. So there is not going to get a cheaper price than $1,202 right here, right now, before midnight with coupon code TTG121. Take advantage of this cost savings that we're passing on to you guys. Okay. Now, if there's anyone out there that's saying, "Oh man, $1,200, that's a lot of money." It is not. And I'm going to explain to you why. Because, like I said, it's not just a chat room and trade alerts. You're not paying $1,200 just to see what I'm trading. It's an entire platform that includes all of these products that I'm going to tell you guys about here shortly. But before I do, my TTG members, if you are a member of True Trading Group, is our membership worth $2,000? Is it worth $2,000? Yes or no? Guys, it comes out to like actually $3.28 a day. Sound off in chat, my teaching members, if you think if our membership is worth $2,000. If you're not a member, please pay attention to the comments coming through chat because they're telling you it's worth $2,000. Maybe they think it's worth more. If you guys think it's worth more than $2,000, comment how much you think it's worth. Be honest. Seriously, be honest. If you think it's worth less, tell me you think it's worth less. Be honest. And if you're not a member of True Trading Group, you can get it right now for $1,200. Guys, listen to me. When you join True Trading Group, you're getting the top premium trading tools and products because we bundle them all together with your membership. Included in your membership comes Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed. This news feed alone is worth the membership. Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for this news feed. It's included in your membership. This gives you live breaking to the second news alerts directly inside of our chat room. There's a squawk box feature. You can turn on your speakers and listen to the news as someone reads it out loud to you as the news comes across the wire. You also get access to Quote Stream's real-time level 1, full book level 2, and real-time options data included with your membership. That costs $990. It's included with your membership. It's part of a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money. So you can practice implementing what you learn in the courses. Practice it with fake money. Guys, that trade simulator costs $750 a year. It's included for free with your membership. Then you get access to TraderView's Pro charting software. That's one of the most commonly used charting softwares amongst active traders today. That's $720 a year. TradingView charges $720 a year for that charting software. It is included for free with your membership. You guys also get access to Trade Ideas real-time preset scanner. This shows you stocks that are making new highs, stocks that have unusual volume, what are the hottest stocks you should be trading on the day. All of these services and products are included with your membership when you use coupon code TTG121 and lock in that price of $1,202. Alone would cost you $1,188 if you paid for it on your own. Your membership is also going to include a minimum 10 easy to follow, actionable, real-time trade alerts per week from a community of traders that's currently sporting over an 80% win rate. I already told you we're fully transparent in TTG. We keep a trading journal on our website for you guys to see all the buys, all the sells. Everything is right there on the website for you to see. That membership is also going to come with one free small private study group session with a teaching moderator to go over lessons, topics, and questions that you have questions with. We have one going on right now that you guys can see right there on our screen. That is a small private study group session that is going on right now with one of our moderators, Chris Toner. Chris Toner is our due diligence master, and he's been trading options for over 20 years. And you can see live right now one of our private study group sessions right there after hours of our members that are in there. No more than 50 members are allowed in a private study group session, and you're going to get one of those sessions included for free when you join with coupon code TTG121. You're also going to get access to the entire curriculum. Guys, the entire curriculum is included. No upsells. There's no VIP courses or anything like that that cost more money once you sign up. You get access to the entire curriculum. This is a simplified version of the education I received when I worked at a firm in New York City. There's beginner and foundation courses that will start you off from day one. You never trade a stock a day in your life? No problem. Start with the foundation courses. There's also advanced courses, option courses, swing trading courses, trader psychology courses, how to trade during a market crash. You name it, you get access to all of it. Those courses come in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. And then on top of the courses, get this, you get access to a video library that has over 100 hours of additional educational video content that are workshops and webinars that myself and the other moderators have conducted covering various trading topics. Some of those topics include, how to start with a small account, $500, turn it into 25 grand, how to trade while working a full-time job, how to resist FOMO and have confidence pulling the trigger, beginner options trading, getting started with calls and puts, you name it, guys. We've got it in there. Over 100 hours of additional content is included when you join with coupon code TTG121 before the price goes up at midnight, and you can lock in a ridiculous 45%. Guys, take advantage of this because just a couple days ago, our price with the coupon code was just around $1,400. You're saving almost $200 on your membership if you sign up right now with coupon code TTG121 before midnight. That price is going up. It will never be lower than this price. Every 24-hour period, the price is going up, okay? Not for Christmas, not for Hanukkah, not for New Year's, not for Ramadan, not for Thanksgiving, not for July 4th. The price is not going to be lower than $1,202. Right now, take advantage of this coupon code TTG121. Lock in that low price point before it goes up, guys. All those features I told you about before, the Benzinga Pro, the real-time level 1 and level 2, the options data, the trade simulator, the charting software, those services alone, if you paid for them yourself, would cost you $3,648 a year. They are all included with your membership for just $1,202. What the hell are you waiting for? Take advantage of that coupon code, guys. Okay, take advantage. All right, and anyone that signs up on that tonight, I'm also going to give you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, totally free. My gift to you. We're even going to cover the shipping. Just a little gift to guys. The Amazon Kindle Fire, it's the perfect tool for you to stay connected while you're on the go. So you can learn and trade while you guys, I don't want you trying to trade from your cell phone. Get you a nice Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet so you guys can connect to the internet and be able to actively trade and go through the courses and everything else on that tablet. Totally free. My gift to you, an Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. All yours. Okay. And we give back to all of our members. Guess what? It's Tesla time, baby. Set your reminders, ladies and gentlemen. Set your reminders because at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, live on this YouTube channel, this Sunday, I'm going to be raffling off a brand new Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash, whichever the winner prefers. Every time we get 300 new members in True Trading Group, we raffle off a Tesla or 30 grand. All you need to do is be a member of True Trading Group by Saturday. Be a member of True Trading Group by Saturday, and you can register to have your name included in the raffle to give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or $30,000 cash. That is going to be this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We have just eclipsed that 300-person mark, which means it's giveaway time, baby. We have already given away $250,000 in giveaways to all of our TeachD members. This will now mark $280,000 that we have given away to our TeachD members. Our way to give back to our members. We are a family. We share with all of our group. We give back to all of our group. We're transparent with all of our group, which is why we decided to pass the savings on to you that we got on our data, and which is why we're giving away 30 grand or a brand new Tesla this Sunday. Okay. Now, as if all of these things I just said to you was not enough to convince you it's time to join the TeachD family, I'll give you one more thing. What would you say if I offered you a money back guarantee on your membership? You probably say like, bullshit, no way. No, seriously, yes way. That is how confident I am that True Trading Group can and will work for you if you're willing to put in a little bit of effort. So here's the deal I'm willing to make you. Put in an effort. Really try to make this work by going through all of our courses, pass all the quizzes at the end of our courses, and attend a private study group. If you do those three things and still don't make back $1,202 at least one time throughout your year membership, I'll give you all your money back. I will give you a complete total refund if you don't make back $1,202 at least one time by the end of your membership if you did those three things. That's how much I believe in the education. That's how much I believe in the program. I see the success my members are having. If they were not having success, I would not be able to offer you a money back guarantee. I'd be an idiot. If all my members were just losing money, I wouldn't be able to offer you a money back guarantee because all of you would want your money back. That's no way to run a business. I wouldn't be able to do that. That doesn't make any sense, right? It's that simple. Use coupon code TTG121 before midnight tonight to lock in a 45% discount before the price goes up at midnight, to get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, to give yourself a chance to win a Tesla or 30 grand on Sunday, and to get a guarantee. If you are still not ready to join the group, we have a 7-day trial. Okay, this 7-day trial gets you 7-day access to our member dashboard. It gets you 3-day access in our live trading chat room, and it gives you 3 sample trial courses as well to try True Trading Group out, see if it's right for you before deciding to join the team full time. It is only $3. It is a one-time payment of $3. If you think I am totally full of shit, that my education is garbage, and you think this is just a total scam, if you think I'm full of shit, spend $3. Come and chat. Go on the dashboard, then you decide. Join me in chat tomorrow, see what happens, get a feel for what it's like to be part of the TeachD community, see the education that goes on a daily basis, see how helpful members are, see how informative and educational and helpful the moderators are, and then you tell me if I'm full of shit. You tell me if you don't think this is an environment that you can excel in. It's just $3. I spent more than that on this. You know how crazy that is? $3 can literally change the entire course of the direction of the rest of your life, and you'll spend it on this, but not to see if you can actually become a consistently profitable trader. It's just $3, one-time payment. It's not reoccurring. There's no order renew. Okay. You can become a full member anytime during the trial if you want, but you're under no obligation to do so. Spend the $3, join us in chat tomorrow, then you decide. What's it say? If your new trail isn't no good, you need the courses before you make a trade. I'm not sure what that means. Skip the trial. I think that means skip the trial. Your future self will love it if you join TGD and invest in your future. Hell yeah. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? All right, guys. So like I said, take advantage of the coupon code, TTD121. Get the discounted price of $12.02, which is crazy. The price goes up at midnight. Get a free Amazon Kindle. Give yourself a chance to win 30 grand on Sunday and get a money back guarantee. If that's not enough to convince you guys to join the family, I really don't know whatever will be. I really don't. Or like I said, you can join us for the 7-day trial. Go to ttgthree.com to join us for the 7-day trial. Again, for the trial, that is www.ttgthree.com to join us for that 7-day trial. All right, guys. Now, I want to bring on Adam real quick. Adam's got a little message for our TTG fam about TTG stimulus. Adam, where you at, brother? Adam needs one more second, guys. Guys, don't go anywhere because we've got our TGD stimulus plan. So for those that don't know, in the month of March, we started a TGD stimulus plan, while we were waiting for the government to come out with stimulus. Adam and I decided that we were going to do our own stimulus. So every trading day in the month of March, we give away $500 to 5 TT. We give away $500. We give away $100 to 5 TTG members every trading day in the month of March. Again, we give back to all of our members, guys. So we have the Tesla giveaway, right? We passed on the savings to you for new members. We pass on the savings to you guys for new members. And then the TG stimulus plan is just our way of kind of giving back and helping out with our members any way that we can. We truly care about everybody that's in True Trading Group, and that's something that we do. So Adam's going to come on. I think Adam's ready now, and he's going to go over the stimulus and give you guys the password for the room tonight.
Hey-o! That finally worked. All right, guys. So real quick, here's what we're doing. So we're doing things a bit different tonight. So tonight you will need a password to get into the room. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to log into your member dashboard. This is for all of our TTG annual members and lifetime members. I'm sorry if you're a trial member, you will not get access to this. But if you join in the next, I don't know, what time is it? In the next 10 minutes, you will. But essentially what you want to do is log into your dashboard, go down here to your sidebar, and you're looking for the giveaway room, okay? It's this orange button. You're going to click that button, and it's going to prompt you for a password, okay, right in here. So I'm going to give you the password now. The TTG Stimmy password is Dogecoin.
Oh, I hate you.
It's all uppercase, all one word. If you don't make it's case sensitive, all uppercase, all one word, just as it is right there. Hang on one second. Make sure I'm doing it right. Internet is slow. Why did that not work? Hang on one second. Let me clear cache. I know. Yeah, everyone's trying to connect. You guys have crashed the site. And we're down. Oh, we're back up. And we're back. All right, there we go. Password is Dogecoin. Once you put that in, you'll click here to access the giveaway room. I'm going to open the room. And here we are. All right. There you go, guys. That's all you got to do. All caps, all one word, Dogecoin. All right. Very cool. Thanks, Mike.
All right, cool, man. Good stuff. All right, guys. So there you have it. There is your password for my TTG members to get into the giveaway room for the TTG stimulus. Adam's going to do that in just a couple. Those of you that are not yet members, sign up right now and you can pop yourself right into for a chance to win $100. Okay. Use coupon code TTG121 before midnight tonight. Lock in that 1202 price point before the price goes up at midnight. Get a free Amazon Kindle. Get a money back guarantee. Give yourself a chance to win $100 right now. Give yourself a chance to win $100 every trading day for the month of March. And give yourself a chance to win $30,000 or a brand new Tesla this Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on this YouTube channel. Set your reminders. Otherwise, go to TTGTHREE.com to sign up for our 7-day trial. Thanks a lot for joining me tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Hope you learned something from that ENTX trade or ENTX trade and LGVN. A lot of good lessons here. I would go back and rewatch it. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and of course, smash that like button. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll see you guys all later.